veterans. This week, I read an article that the article concluded that disabled veterans returning from war in Iraq and Afghanistan, as a group, want people to ask them about their disability because that is showing respect for their service. Now, I'm always kind of worried when someone tells me what a group of people think, but I really wanted to hear your perspective on that, if you had read that and what you think of that particular article's conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you. First, there's the general principle of it's natural to be curious when somebody has a visible disability or when you hear that they're a disabled veteran. So that's an understandable human reaction to it, as you wonder about it. But understand that it's a personal question and you want to choose the right moment and ask if you can ask. It's just about making no assumptions, about preserving choice and control for people. Right? The other component of this is about invisible disabilities. Actually, over 70% of the population of people with disabilities, when you look at the entire spectrum of it, are people with invisible disabilities. And certainly that's the case for the soldiers coming back, primarily with traumatic brain injury and PTSD. Because the body armor is so much improved, we don't have a lot of spinal cord injury happening out there in the field, and thank goodness for that. But invisible disabilities are tricky because whatever it is, most of them will tell you that they don't get acknowledged for what that disability actually means in their lives. And I've met soldiers who've reported the same thing, that they need people to understand what their TBI or their PTSD actually means in their lives, not necessarily in the ways that it limits them, but in the ways that it defines their potential and in the ways that they need the environment to allow them to adapt so that they can be at their best. That's what everybody cares about. But if they're said, oh, but you look fine, or oh, it's just all in your mind, it's just an excuse, that's very, very, very frustrating for them because they know how it functions in their lives. And that's why I think that you heard that statement, that they want you to ask because they want the opportunity to be understood and to be acknowledged for what that disability actually means in their lives.